Welcome to How to Read a Flower. We're going to be looking at how to read parts of the flower. Most people like to start with reading a flower, with actually looking at the flower itself. If you have somebody with you, you might ask them to choose a flower and hold it, feel the energy, get them to hold it for a bit, and then you feel the energy. You can sense a lot from the energy of the flower once you get used to it. Um, but before we get into sensing energies from flower, I'm going to look at my notes here so I don't forget anything and just see the basics of the parts of the flower and what they can mean. Most of all, though, it's getting your to know your own way around a flower. So these are just some guidelines to start. First of all, we need to look at the condition of the flower. Is it healthy? Is it what we call going over? Is it dying off, going back to nature? Is it bright new, or is it budding, or is it not yet in flower? Think about its habitat. Where is it? Does it live by the seaside? Is it in the woods? Is it in your back garden? All these things can help you um, think about what it might mean for you or your client or somebody you're doing a reading for. A basic guide for colours. Red for passion and energy. Orange, creativity, sensuality and happiness. Yellow, intellectual and nervous system. Blue, turquoise, communication, sadness. Green, nature, balance, healing. Pink, romance, compassion, gentleness. Purple, spirituality, royalty. White, innocence, simplicity, perfection. Grey, brown, earthy, practical, boring. Grey, serious, businesslike. Black, shadow, self, and strength. So we can look at the colours of the blossoms to tell us a lot about a person's personality. Now, we always start, we've looked at the colours, got a gist of where we're going with this and where the flower might be based, by the sea, in the woods, for instance. Then we look at the roots. Now, this is the beginning of your life path. If still attached to the plant, can mean grounding. So if you've got a flower that's just come out the ground and it's got the brown roots on, then that could tell you something about the person needing grounding, or they are very in touch with their roots. This speaks volumes about the time they were born, their childhood, early childhood, their mother and father, their family, their early family life. That's what I think when we're working with the roots. The stalk is your life path. A narrow stalk can represent a definite and straightforward road ahead, whereas a curved stalk can mean unexpected opportunities or occurrences. If it points downwards, it can signify returning to an earlier time of your life and returning home. So this can be going back to the past, to an earlier time in your life. A weak and feeble stalk can signify a life path which is poorly established or not yet sufficiently defined. Buds and shoots are new beginnings. A damaged bud may represent a failed opportunity. New buds show promise for the future. Leaves. Leaves show the character of the person. Imperfections on the leaves can show difficulties or illnesses. A flower with no leaves can signify few opportunities but enhanced security. This person is determined with clear goals in mind. Only a few leaves can mean a few different paths a person can take in life. A round leaf indicates a smooth journey ahead. Leaves found at the base of the plant indicate the person will have opportunities in life, while leaves at the top indicate opportunities later in the life when the person is established. Thorns, problems. Blossoms, see where they are situated and how many there are. Are they in groups? Usually groups of people. It could be friends, co-workers, neighbours, family. Look at the colours of the groups. The tallest blossom is generally you. A closed flower shows a reserved person not yet ready to bloom. Outspread petals show an outgoing person. Two blossoms close to each other in full bloom can be you and your partner in life, or important person in your life, such as your mother, sibling, or a friend. Well-ordered blooms show a methodical person. Fine petals show a sensitive person. A single flower can show solitude. If it leans over, it can symbolize reaching out to others for support or to help others. A tall flower overreaching the others shows determination. Thinking about colours, think about the time of year. Green and pink represent the spring. Yellow, orange through to red, the summer. Purple through to brown, the autumn. Blue and black, the winter, and then back to white, the beginning of the year. So let's have a look at some flowers. Let's have a look at a stalk. So none of these flowers have their roots attached. This orange gerbera here, it's the gerberas never have any leaves on them. So if you was attracted to this sort of flower, it can either mean one of two things. You either don't feel there are any opportunities around at the moment, but more, I feel with a gerbera, it's more like you know exactly what you're doing. It's a very confident flower. The gerbera is about friendships. Now, this one is leaning over slightly, so later on in life, there's a need for support and help, or to support others, but probably more likely to find supportive friendships. Because it's orange, this could be joining creative groups, like-minded people, like-minded friendships, regarding creativity and finding a bit of passion for what you're doing, the need for support. So yeah, as you get older, this is like very late on in life. There's a need for support there. Now, this chrysanthemum here is yellow. It's in reasonably good condition. We've got quite a few leaves when they was a child through to teenage years. Not much going on, not many opportunities. That's expected, I suppose. We have quite a few leaves here. Some aren't as healthy as others, so some opportunities have been good, some not so good. Coming up here, we have a bent flower that's blossom that's going off to the side. That's usually somebody that's escaping from the group. So we've got a group of yellow blossoms here. The chrysanthemum again is about family and friends. So this is probably a family group. There's yellow suggests anxiety and nervousness around. One of the family or friends is not with the rest. Could actually mean that they're perhaps poorly because it's bent over. Perhaps they will be passing on soon. That could be something, or they're just not. They're just away from the family or friends. So we're all of equal importance, though. It's hard to tell which one is the top, which one is the leader. Wouldn't be hard to tell which one is you. You're all quite. If it's the family, then they're all of equal importance. I want to say some are younger, though. And there's this one that's leaving the group at the moment. We have this beautiful deep pink carnation now. Straight up, we have a couple of leaves pointing downwards. When things point downwards, it's usually the need for grounding, going back to an earlier part of their life. There's a couple of buds, leaves that have fell off. So a bit later on in life, they've had some things that have fell by the wayside, a couple of opportunities that have they've just disappeared or they've been done. They're done. We don't do that anymore. But as for the beautiful deep pink, this is about romance, deep friendships, very, very healthy, very healthy. It's a single flower though, so this person is comfortable about the love they have for themselves. The self-love, they're comfortable in this. They do honour themselves. They look after themselves on the whole. Although I do feel that something would have knocked them back a few years ago. Deep respect for themselves and beautiful. They would dress elegantly, I feel, very well ordered, elegant. An elegant person would pick this flower, well dressed, well turned out, and reasonably strong and confident. Now, this is a sea lavender. It's going over, it's about to die off. Strangely, the flowers are the blossoms are in very good condition. It's purple, but the bottom is starting to go a bit rotten all the way up. So picking this in this condition, you could say that literally their childhood wasn't that brilliant. It was a bit rotten. And there was two paths they took. There was two different paths they could have taken, probably in their 30s or their 40s. And then there's two paths here. This is another group, like almost a spiritual group this time. So this person has supportive spiritual friends around them. And this doesn't have to be people that believe in this sort of thing. It's just people that have got good values and good morals. There's three groups here, three areas of their life where people, whatever they do, they have good morals. Also, the stalks are in better condition up here. Now, this is an aster. It's purple and white. Sometimes flowers look like another type of flower. This could be confused with a chrysanthemum. Now, this flower is dying off. Look at these leaves, they're going very dark. So, once again, earlier on, the first half of their life, and at certain times recently, um, things haven't gone so well. The opportunities have failed. I feel that this person may have some bereavements. People have passed over, perhaps. Some things, yes, we have things dropping off all the time here. But this is like, this is a group, I would say, of older people, people around that, almost like people that, because it's purple and white, this group might even go to church or some sort of centre, or It's just like a group of people that are religious or spiritual, I would say, because we've got the purple of the spirit and the white, so that very religious or spiritual group, that they take comfort in that, and they support each other when people are passing over. Uh, so yeah, and people are passing over. The petals are falling off as I'm doing this. So yeah, um, people. It could even be people in a care home. You could read it like that. People in a care home where they talk and they get together and they support each other um, through people that are. It's their time to go. Now the sunflower here. It is not as healthy as it should be. It's about to go over. Again, it's a bit rotten. I want to say it's a bit damp at the bottom. The flower is still in good condition. So it's like this is like the last chance. If he was to get this flower, it's like the last chance to shine. He'd been given a last opportunity to shine. Uh, Sunflower, very positive, uplifting, but it's on its last legs. The leaves are a bit got black spots on them, and it's about to go. It's leaning over, but it's like the last chance to shine. This would be you on your own as a single flower, but the insides, the inner core is brown. It's grounded. It's healthy. The flower itself is blossoms is healthy. The yellow is all the intelligence that somebody has inside them. So intellectually, they realise that this is their last chance to shine, to do something positive. The sunflower grows quickly and then it's gone. Proud and confident, this one isn't quite so, but it's just on its last burst of confidence. Now, the gladiolus is an interesting mix because it's falling over, but look how healthy the flowers are. What can we say about this? It's a beautiful pink with deep pink inside, pinky white. So this is about your peace and friendships and it's like wanting simple friendships. Um, and it's reaching down, it's pointing downwards. Gladiolus always go up in the sky, but this is going down. So it could say with this that if somebody was to receive this, that their friendships, it's like they need to get back to trying to repair their friendships, really. The friends are there, but they're away. You know, if something's gone wrong, there's a need to get back to basics with it. There's still not quite all in bloom yet, so we're still budding, but this is an interesting one. We don't just pick the best flowers to read. We read all of them, but beautiful flowers. There are some beautiful friendships, but they've gone a bit wrong. And it needs repairing. So there's a need to get grounded with this. We're going back to an earlier time in this person's life with these friendships and just trying to repair them, I would say. So I hope that brings some insights into how to read the parts of a flower.